Hi everyone, this evening I am playing Fallen Eagles 2 Waterloo 1815 from Hexasim, a game that I recently did an unboxing. This is the first scenario, Hougoumont, and I'm playing through this scenario this evening. I'm going to do a quick AAR, after action report. What I'll do is, it's only a 3-turn scenario, so at the end of each turn I'll do a summary of what happened in that turn. As you can see, it's a very small map. It is a sort of first scenario, it's a training scenario. It's got some interesting sort of, even just setting it up, I was like, oh, I might try this, I might try that. I don't think it'll take too long to play. It is only 3 turns. It's not a huge number of counters. We've got the British forces in this area here around Hougoumont, and in some gardens just this here in this hex here, and then we've got the French forces here along this trail. South being at the bottom of the map, north being at the top. So we'll see how we get on. What I like about these small scenarios is that you can do a quick setup, play through, and then change the setup and play through again, back to back. I probably, for the purposes of the video, probably won't do that, but it is one thing I like, especially playing the game solo, which is what I'm doing this evening. It's not a solitaire game, there's no bot or anything like that. Instead, what I'll be doing is playing both sides. Obviously, in this scenario, it's very straightforward. The French will be attacking. I'm going to see if the French can push in this area here, and then maybe move around and push from here as well. The British, they have some cavalry artillery here, so I've deliberately kept them quite mobile to see if they can respond to the French as they move up this side of the map, and we'll see how that works out. So at the end of the first turn, quite dramatic already in the scenario, the French were able to push fairly hard on this side of the map and push the British out and defeat them. However, this side of the battle here, the British rather doggedly have been able to hold on to this garden area here and this flank, and have actually repelled the French and rout them as a result of that. In terms of casualties, the French have got the upper hand, but they need everything they can to be able to take Hougoumont, which the British and their allies will be defending until the last man. So I think the next turn will be a pivotal turn. What's interesting with this game system is that both sides can activate, in this particular scenario, activate twice. In doing so, it sort of, at one point I thought, oh, the French could look like they could get the upper hand quite quickly, but the British were able to repulse them. So the mechanics of the game, yes, I think I said in the unboxing, I haven't played this game system in a little while, so it's been very enjoyable to get back into the system, back into the mechanics of the game. It definitely flows quite quickly. Just checking through the rules again, and both melee and range combat. And like I said, the thing with this scenario is very much a training scenario, so it's a good one to start with. And I enjoyed that first turn immensely. So we'll see how turn 2 unfolds. So at the end of turn number 2, the French have been able to get themselves in a position to surround the defending British forces and their allied forces, but haven't made any great headway. The die roll were not in their favour, but they were in favour of the British. So there's one last turn to do, and it all comes down now just to die rolls. Can the French break the British defences? This small stack here is just valiantly holding on, and it's preventing them getting yet more French around the defences there. So we'll see how the last turn shakes out. I think it could. It's just going to come down to the die roll, to be honest with you. Let's see what happens. So at the end of turn 3, yeah, the French couldn't do it. They just couldn't budge the defenders out of Hougoumont. and so therefore it's an Allied victory. It could have gone either way, to be fair. Again, like the previous turn, the British just managed to pass every single test that they ever needed to, and the French die roll for the attack as the attackers was pretty dreadful, to be honest. A fun little small scenario, didn't take long to play, about an hour, and that included me sort of refamiliarising myself with some of the rules. So a pretty quick playing, fun little scenario. I do enjoy these, knowing that you've got the big game to play later and some more bigger scenarios to play later. Quite enjoy these sort of training, tutorial type scenarios, practice scenarios, whatever you want to call them. You could play this. I think you could play it a few times, try some different techniques, maybe try sort of certain stack strategies a slightly different way. I think fundamentally with this scenario anyway, the die rolls were one of the key things really, rather than the sort of strategic choices too much. Could have gone either way. Interestingly, there was some sort of strong narrative that came out maybe in particular the first turn I felt, which I really enjoyed, and that's what I look for when I'm playing the game solo, playing both sides. I'm looking to see that narrative of the battle, and that definitely happened in this battle. That first turn in particular, because there's two activations, and the counters are starting quite close to each other. You sort of straight into this a particular piece of the battle, which I really enjoyed, and I felt that did the French deserve to sort of capture it in the end? Maybe. They just didn't get the die rolls they needed, and the Allies did, so that was an end to it really. But yeah, a fun little practice scenario. Enjoyed that very much. An enjoyable evening playing at Hougoumont, which is from a Napoleonic Wargames point of view, a fun and entertaining evening. So that was really good. I will move on to scenario 2 next time I get this game out. I'll be playing through scenario 2, so I'll be posting that on my YouTube channel as normal. And thanks for watching as always. I'll pack this away. There are probably a couple of rules I just need to check through again. I always like to do that. I think, like everyone, you don't always get every single rule right. I think the most important rule when playing these games, especially playing solo, is just to have fun and enjoy it and play for that narrative. That's what I enjoy about playing these games solo. So, yeah, good stuff. And I'll thanks again. Thanks for watching.